All right, air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, your vibes for the week ahead. You've got poking holes. Whew. Okay, so poking holes is a little bit of a challenging card. Okay, so within each person, there is a reservoir, a bucket, if you will, that holds the love that they have for themselves, their personal value, the way they feel about themselves, their life. And sometimes things happen that poke holes in the bucket and cause our self esteem, our self worth, the way that we feel to kind of diminish. Okay. This could be temporarily, or it could be, something that is chronic. Okay. Depending on the kinds of connections that we are involved in. Sometimes these could even be circumstances that are just discouraging. Okay. That poke at our pride or our vulnerabilities. Okay. So Spirit is saying that sometimes, we may feel vulnerable by our circumstances or by things that have happened, and that kind of shakes you. Okay, so Spirit is calling the air signs here to recognize that you are a whole and complete person, no matter what's going on outside of you, whether you have a partner or not, whether you have that job you want or not, whether you're homeless or living in a mansion. Okay, you have everything within you that every other person, every other soul has. So I need to say something to the air sign here who is somewhat, this is funny, look, somewhat envious, okay, looking around at, well, look at their life and look at their circumstances, and they have this and they have that. You can too. You have everything within you that person has. All you got to do is put your mind to it, set an intention, put your feet on the ground and walk in that direction. You can have such a thing. But sometimes you get knocked for a loop and you might feel not quite your best self, not quite capable, not quite like you can pull it off. This happens. And sometimes the ego can kind of freak out a little bit and try to protect us by throwing up walls of protection. And I kind of feel it in the poking holes card as well. So what I want to call to the air signs here is to recognize when someone, okay, because circumstances may be beyond our control, but when we're in connections with other people, poking holes can indicate that they're talking down to you, or they've said something that really offends you, hurts your feelings, or maybe there's behaviors that go on that just are bothersome to you. Okay, so I'm speaking to you about what's real and what might just be fears inside of yourself. Okay, so recognize if something happens, it's up to you to say, hey, don't talk to me like that. And this is anybody, okay? Partner, parent, child, grandchild, okay? I'm telling you, the energy patterns are crazy right now, and my grandkids are off the chain, screaming and hooting and hollering, and I've had to get their little butts, I'll tell you. I've had to tell them, hey, you can't act like that against adults even, guys. I'm just letting you know that sometimes we have to stand up for ourselves against the most unlikely individual. However, sometimes that's not the case, and it's within ourselves, and there's a touch of defensiveness that could be present due to past wounds. I just want to leave that with you, air sign. You're the one who knows. Okay, whether you're truly impacted, this is truly something that needs to be addressed, or if this is a lingering feeling due to circumstances that, aren't necessarily a factor any longer. All right, so additional factor here, you got the Four of Cycles, decrease. Four of cycles. So four is the number of manifestation, but cycles go up and down, and sometimes we go up and sometimes we go down, and this decrease is a shedding of something. It's a shedding of something. And it's funny how the water's flowing through the hands and this water's flowing right from the bucket, right? It's similar. And I want to say to the air sign that nothing is yours. Nothing is forever. Nothing is to be clutched in the palm of your hand. That's why the decrease here, it's flowing easily. I don't have to hold on to it. What comes around goes around. If I need it, it will be provided. But sometimes when we lose things, especially in a material way or a physical possession kind of way, maybe we're just not quite as financially sound as we felt ourselves to be a little while back or whatever. Now I don't feel like I'm comfortable. Now I don't feel like I'm safe. Now I don't feel like I have things going on. Now I don't even feel like I'm a decent human being. We can get so down in the dumps on ourselves. This could be depression, whatever the case. When we lose things in our lives, it can shake the core of us. It can shake our ego and make us feel like, life won't improve. But the trick is that nobody else really fills this up. You're the one who fills this up. You're the one who feels that. How do I feel about myself? How am I spending my time? Am I someone that I am proud of? Am I worthy of healthy love? That's a big one. When we're not sure if we're worthy of healthy love, then we get presented with unhealthy or toxic options. And then it's the decision. Okay, well, do you like this? Maybe not. Not if it pokes holes with its words, with its action. So don't be afraid to remove anything from your life that seems to be causing more issues than it's worth. It's okay to let it go and not hold on forever. What is meant for you will find you. What is meant for you will be yours. And I also want to say to the air sign who has a pessimistic outlook, I feel some air signs who feel like they're going to lose everything or everything is slipping away, even time, the day, I can't get anything done. I'm depleted here. I'm not going to be able to build myself back up in a few different areas. I can feel the air signs with a little bit of panic. And I want to say to you from spirit that the things that are removed from your life are just taking up the space for something better. Okay. So now that that is shed, you're making space for something that's more in alignment with who you are inside. So pick and choose how you spend your time, the kinds of thoughts you'll think about, because that creates the experiences that you're going to be having. Negative thoughts begat negative experiences. Hello. And positive thoughts and optimism begat typically more positive experiences. Keep yourself in a high vibe state of being. I can see how, oh my gosh, I'm not sure. I'm uncertain. There's been things that have happened and I don't know if I can trust what's going on right now because I feel a little bit vulnerable, like I'm losing an aspect of myself or I'm losing an aspect of my livelihood, my sustenance even. This could be an aging thing as well, like an aging crisis. Oh my gosh, I don't have enough time to put the life together that I want to be living. I feel this for the air signs. Now, additional factor here from the soul's journey, the card is love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Air sign, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. This is kind of talking about that lens of optimism, positivity, looking out for the blessings that you want to receive instead of what's the next shit show I'm going to have to deal with. Great. What else is taken away next? Great. What else am I going to lose? Great. What else is going to go wrong? That's a pessimistic mindset, and that invites in experiences that validate your pessimism. Do you want to live that kind of life? Spirit is saying it's up to you to flip the switch and decide that you're going to commit to the practice of seeing the good in everything and allow yourself to flow into comfortable states of being. Yes, that lens of love matters. Love is so healing. You know, when you're angry and you're upset and you're pessimistic, okay? There's like a cringy inner posture. I'm tense. I'm restricted, right? I'm not open to allowing in exactly what it is that I probably want, right? So when you're pessimistic, you're resistant. You're not in the flow. But when you're more looking through that lens of love, you're open. You're willing to allow in something that is in resonance with your energetic frequency, right? So recognize where you're standing, where your mindset is. This really does make a difference in the lifestyle that you are living. So that inner posture I was saying about being pessimistic, but when you're in the posture of openness, of positivity, of optimism, that's when it's healing, right? It's healing. And you can feel it in your body. That's what I want to say to you. When you're upset and mad, oh, these muscles are clenched, my face is scrunched up, all these things, you can feel it in your body. Can you not, air sign? So allow yourself to relax. Allow yourself to be free. Allow yourself to flow. Allow yourself to heal. Don't hold on to the anger or hold on to the pessimism. Sometimes we hold those things because we feel like they protect us through whatever we're going through. But in fact, it only keeps out all those softer emotions that are more comfortable for you. Gemini, surrender to complete healing. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. Wow. So that's healing on a lot of different levels. And it says open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe. I want to say those loving, compassionate forces of the universe might be through human hands. Okay. These might be people in your life that can assist you in your healing, meaning assist you in your life in a lot of different ways, talk to you, be there for you or you, them, assist you with your daily tasks or obligations, these kinds of ways. Surrendering to complete healing is opening yourself to the support that is available to you without begrudging. Okay, I can feel like, oh, I don't need help from anybody. Sorry, Gemini, but I feel this here. How sometimes, oh, if you want it done right, you just do it yourself. I'm not even going to ask. It's easier just to take care of it myself than Spirit is calling you that the complete healing that you are looking for requires you to start leaning on others and even speaking up to others and holding them accountable to do their part. And not only is it healing for you, it's going to be healing for them. Libra, you have surrender procrastination. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. Love this. Libra, now's the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. And I do jump to this card here. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So leading in that way with the lens of love into your goals really does ensure a positive result. Okay. Even if I can feel how Libra, look, this procrastination is probably because you're not really feeling that great. This poking holes emotionally, I'm not feeling my best, and this decreased, maybe I don't have as much money, or I don't have as much free time, etc. This procrastination feels to me like another excuse, like, well, this is bad and this is bad, so I'm just going to sit in the dumps. I'm down in the dumps right now. But Spirit is saying it's up to you to flip that switch and say, I'm tired of sitting down in the dumps. I'm not going to sit in the energy of lack. I'm going to decide to do something with my time that is proactive and beneficial, even if it's a short-term goal. You know what I mean? Long-term, short-term, even if there's no goal at all. I really feel how Libra needs to shake and move their energy. Get into the state of love, the state of being, dance, put some music on, move your body if that is something that is right for you, but no longer procrastinating. And I also feel how it's important to speak up about how you feel, Libra, especially when someone has hurt your feelings, or potentially maybe you have hurt someone else's feelings. Okay. So we're not all innocent bystanders here. Maybe you have said something to someone else, okay, and you're afraid you might lose them. Oh no, I acted this way, I said this way, or whatever, this and that. I'm afraid that this is up in the air now. Reinforcing the positive bonds that you have will help to stabilize them, Libra. And owning up to your own part in things, if that is the case, definitely is what is called for here, as it teaches everyone that it's okay to step up and admit you're wrong, to own up to your mistakes when you act in a way that you prefer that you wouldn't. It shows maturity, and it shows a respect of the relationship. I respect you enough to tell you that I didn't treat you well, and I'm very sorry. I shouldn't have said that, shouldn't have hurt your feelings, whatever the case is. And Libra, if it's the other way around, like, it's important that you share this now, lest you don't say anything about that thing that hurt your feeling, and you realize that that's a common recurring pattern in that person. So now you're in a relationship with someone who has this thing that always hurts you, but you never said, I don't like that. And all of a sudden you feel very stuck in some kind of a connection that you're not comfortable with anymore. And it's just because you didn't say the thing. So I really feel surrendering the procrastination and stepping into yourself fully. That is what is being called here. The emotional ups and downs that you are experiencing, Spirit is calling Libra to intentionally breathe in love, like from the environment. Imagine that the air around you is like red or pink or whatever color you feel love is, okay? And breathe it in and see it, feel in your lungs. Wow, my lungs are all red and pink or whatever, right? And then past that, fill your body with love. Fill your auric field with love, okay? And hug your body too, and tell yourself how much you love yourself, how smart, beautiful, what a trooper you are, what you've been through, whatever this is. You know what you need to hear, so give it to yourself. What you want to hear and receive from your partnerships or your other important relationships, start giving it to yourself inside quietly. All right, that's going to start that pattern of being able to receive it from others, and it's going to feel normal and comfortable. Okay, so that's what I have for Libra. Aquarius now. Aquarius, you have surrender to miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. So, Aquarius, surrender to miracles. I love the water and the dolphins. Dolphins are very clever and communicative animals. They're also very social animals. So, I can see how there's some water in this card. There may be some connections that are made, some camaraderie that is found for Aquarius this week. And Spirit is encouraging you to be lighthearted and to invest in these moments, okay, as they feel right to you, okay, just to move you through, whatever patterns you have going on and into, these miracles, okay? I want to say that you don't know everything, even though you might feel like you do. Even if you feel like you see the future, you know what it holds. Spirit is saying sometimes your outlook might be distorted, okay? This poking holes might mean that you have some confidence issues or even a distorted perception of your own self-image, okay? This could have been placed on you over any number of years, and feeling like I've lost something because I no longer have my ego to protect me, or I'm afraid to lose something. I'm afraid to be hurt, especially in the areas of love here for Aquarius. This card says surrender to miracles. And even if you don't see the miracle, please know that it is working behind the scenes to really change something in your life in a beautiful way. Sometimes the biggest blessings come in the form of a storm in our lives, and that clears away anything that wasn't working and makes space for something that really is. Now, I feel how the storm could leave Aquarius a little bit hopeless. Okay, I'm down. I feel like I'm losing. I feel like I'm getting the short end of the stick here. But maybe there is this bright, hopeful something on the horizon that lights me up just a little. Follow that thread. Allow yourself to sit in the energy of that lightheartedness. That's going to move you through this pessimistic period and into those new miraculous chapters that are waiting for you, if you believe it's possible. Aquarius, do not be a pessimist. Do not say, oh, for everyone but me, it's not going to work out for me. Not this time, not ever. Then you're keeping all the blessings, all the miracles away from yourself. Invite them in. Speak to the divine in the quiet of your heart. Spirit, bring those blessings, bring those miracles. I sure could use them. Thank you. That's what I have for Aquarius, and that's what I have for the air signs. Thank you, air signs.